barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I just left the Drew League, and I was having literally a conversation with the New York Times writer, and they're doing a story on Clipper Darrell, and he interviewed me, and we're here now, we're having a conversation, right? And I told him LeBron James is already better than Kobe Bryant. And he was like, because they're doing a story on him about Clipper Darrell on his response to basically the Clippers not doing as great as they are. They didn't get LeBron, and LeBron going to the Lakers, and they're trying to get like a, his perspective, since he's the most popular Clipper fan. So, and I said he's already better than Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. The reason why I say this, and I know people give help privately and they do certain things, but we're going to extract all that. That's not the median. The median is, how many times do you see LeBron, or how many times have you heard or do you know of LeBron doing things on his own? You understand? Not Nike putting him out, the NBA saying we going to Manila to go do this for the fans over there, and basically at the end of the day it's to sell merchandise. Like, that's why they invaded China. You understand? They know they want to sell merchandise, so they want to get into that billion person market. Now you guys may say, well, how the hell, he's already better than Kobe Bryant. And the reason why I say this, and going into his 14th, 15th, 16th year, it's not about numbers already. LeBron James has the numbers to be considered one of the greatest players ever played the game. Being the greatest player in the game will always be arbitrary outside of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan, right? Everything else is arbitrary, right? Depending on what you like, right? And I'll say this. LeBron James has done more for the sport of basketball in 15 years than Kobe Bryant has ever done. And like Floyd Mayweather calls himself TBE because he's the greatest fighter inside the ring and outside the ring, LeBron James is TBE. And this may sound blasphemous from a guy who absolutely adored Kobe Bryant. I mean, if you knew me, you knew I fucking love. I wasn't a Laker fan. Like, literally wasn't a Laker fan. I in big games, I probably rooted against the Lakers. You know what I mean? But I loved Kobe Bryant. I just thought he was special. You know, he had that dog mentality. But remember, the first 10 years of Kobe Bryant's career, it was all about Kobe Bryant. You know, the most notable things I remember about Kobe Bryant, his first 10 years of his career was the air ball, him obviously being an all-star, doing great things, disowning his parents, and being really, overall, because I was in media, antisocial for the most part, not having the ability to communicate. You know, I won't say his name, but I remember his teammates when I was doing like full-time work for the newspaper. His teammate told me that Kobe Bryant is the kind of basketball player that bobs his head playing no music in his headphones because he don't want to be bothered with nobody else, but he wants to hear all the story that's going on in the locker room. And his teammate said he didn't trust him. So, and this is early on in his career. So at the end of the day, if he's saying that about Kobe Bryant, my observation of him was correct. I would say around about year 13, year 14, when he started becoming honest with his mortality, in terms of his basketball career, he started reaching out, doing more things in the community. But it's not organic for him to do it. LeBron James is simply organic. And you guys going to talk about numbers. He's going to surpass Kobe Bryant in every statistical category ever in the history of basketball. And he's going to do it in a Laker uniform. So that will have such irony to it. But LeBron James is TBE. And I'm going to get blasted. A lot of you guys aren't going to get where I'm coming from in this video. So you guys are just going to unlike it and say, what the hell am I talking about, Fred? But it's okay. I'm comfortable with you not liking this video. I'm comfortable with you calling me, you short, dumb black motherfucker. You don't know shit about basketball. I'm comfortable with that too. So at the end of the day, LeBron James is TB of basketball. And the great thing about it is I know at some point over the minimum next 4 years, I will have a conversation with LeBron James. I hope it's longer than a 2-minute blurb or anything like that. I hope I'm hope I'm fortunate enough to actually sit down and really have a conversation with him, and obviously come from a position of thank you, man, because what he's done for the city of Akron, you know, think about every time a person helps someone, how many lives they save. When you reshape a man's life that's really in the trenches, really in the streets, that really believes he's going nowhere, think about how many lives he saved. Just think how many, and this could be white, black. I'm not just, this ain't no black, this ain't just a black issue. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, right? And LeBron James is healing men in desperate times, healing young boys in desperate times. And I really genuinely believe that that's exceptional. And he will go down in history in my eyes as already greater than Kobe Bryant. Because at the end of the day, to me, it's not about how many points Kobe scored. You know, right now is Kobe Bryant needs to be an ambassador. He's the king of LA. He needs to be an ambassador for LA. He needs to be an ambassador for everything LA, like Magic Johnson is. Magic Johnson, when I first came, I was enamored with Magic Johnson. You understand? I even had the silver Converse. Laker colored Converse when I was a kid. You understand? And I'm a diehard Knicks fan. That's how much I admired Magic Johnson. He came off so easy to like. You understand what I'm saying? I was in middle school when I found out he was HIV positive. I had ditched school that day. How ironic. I ditched school that day at Horseman Middle School. And we had, you know, you do what you do when you go play video games and you think you're going to make out with some girls and you really don't. I don't know. I know I didn't make out with no girl that day, but I remember it vividly. And he was a portion of my life. He was my hero. You know, Mark Jackson was my favorite player growing up. You know, I'm a New York guy through and through. So those New York guards, the Kenny Anderson guards, not so Kenny Smith, but Kenny Anderson, Mark Jackson, Eric Barkley, if you remember him out of St. John's. Those guys were my dudes in my head. You know, Sham God. I'm not sure if he's from New York, but he had that New York appeal from the Rucker League and all that. So, so it is what it is, man. Felipe Lopez, I'm taking it way back. He was the best player in the country when I was a kid. So, but I admire LeBron James. I love the way Kobe played basketball. There's a difference. I'll say that again. I admire LeBron James. I love the way Kobe Bryant played basketball. And that's just my sentiment. I have no doubt once he gets comfortable, you know, he got to do his due diligence. He got to make his Hollywood rounds. He got to make his Urban League rounds. He got to make his friends around. He got to get his family situated. He got to go talk to the high school coach that his son is going to go to. He has to make sure that his son is well protected. You got crazy people out in this world, and these are the due diligence that LeBron. So give LeBron 6 months. Give LeBron 6 months, you know, and give him 6 months, and we'll move forward from there. But right now, don't pass judgment on him. Let him get situated. He's probably on vacation. He probably will go on vacation again. Probably got to do some Nike obligations and whatever brands he have. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what LeBron James is going to do for our community. And he's going to be an Angelino now the rest of his life. And I guarantee you he will be more revered in these minimum 4 years that he does in a Laker uniform than Kobe Bryant in 20 years. I can guarantee you, when you look at a 7-year-old kid versus LeBron James and Kobe, I guarantee you he'll be more revered on a macro level. There are individual examples, I understand that, but I admire LeBron James. And you guys know my plight. He aligns himself with the things that I want to do with this channel, the things I want to do in my community. You understand what I'm saying? And you guys are along for the ride as it relates to that. And I don't do it to the level he does. I mean, he's a 9-figure dude. You know what I mean? An easy 9-figure dude. Like, you know how we struggle to do things, man? Easy. You know what I mean? And that's the beautiful thing about it. He's putting his money where his heart really is. I don't think Kobe. People genuinely want to help because like I said in other videos, we're spiritual beings moonlighting as human beings. But Kobe Bryant was a real private person. You know, I never had a one-on-one interview with Kobe Bryant. I've been around him. I've had dozens upon dozens of interviews with his teammates and people who knew him. You understand what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to watch. I won't be covering LeBron James. You know, I may do some correspondent work, you know, but NBA seasons are long, and I don't like that. Not with a family. I'm done. I'm done doing that shit. So, but anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.